do a lot of traveling for traditional events, so we do take care of them. I mean, watch them carefully because we want them to grow and be safe.
Accidents can happen so fast without them realizing it. They might step on the brake real fast and the kids would go tumbling. And I'd hate to see any of that happen to any of my grandchildren.
I see some parents carrying their baby on the front seat driving down the road, you know, holding baby and driving. You worry about them, even though they are in town. They're not going very far, but still, the kid is not safe.
The rates of these injuries for most tribal communities are much higher than they are for the population in general. Our ultimate goal in all of this is to reduce the fatalities and serious injuries that occur in Indian country as a result of motor vehicle accidents.
Securing our future, surviving vehicle crashes.
As a new parent, I was a little nervous about using car seats, but now that I've learned how to properly install one and use it, he's a little upset, but I never go anywhere without him.
With the modern automobile, we travel much faster and there is greater risk to drivers and passengers, especially children. These changes today demand that families are properly protected. This means the proper protection from the first ride home. Infants have special needs when it comes to protection in a vehicle. Their heads are disproportionately larger than their bodies. Their bones are not solid and strong, and they are still developing.
Well, cradle boards used to be, what the seat belt is today. You could tie a baby in tight so they wouldn't fall out. It always had a band, a roll bar, what you'd call a roll bar nowadays.
Cradle boards were specially designed for the size and shape of a particular child. Babies were very safely strapped within cradle boards as the mothers were working. Were always tended to either by the grandparents or the parents when the other adults were busy in the woods or on the beach.
They would prop the babies up against a tree and they would sleep while the mothers worked and digged and picked huckleberries.
Tradition is good. I save it for home and when we're out of the car, but in the car, for me, safety is important. Car seats are wonderful because they do provide the safety that the children need.
Well, there's no way you can secure a cradle board into a car seat or a car because there's too much momentum. If you got in a wreck, all it is wood and leather. It's not enough to support a child.
In the demonstration that was done by Indian Health Service a couple years ago, the cradle board was put down into the car by the use of the seat belt, and on impact, which was only 25 miles an hour, that cradle board snapped. It came into a U shape and it went across the infant's abdomen, and definitely there would have been a lot of internal damage, and the cradle board just snapped in half.
The best protection for infants under 20 pounds and under 1 year of age is a rear-facing car seat. These seats come in a variety of designs and shapes. When using a car seat for an infant, it is important to remember the car seat must be rear-facing because in a crash or a sudden stop, the force of impact must be spread evenly across the strongest part of the baby's body, the back. The rear-facing car seat must be reclined at a 45-degree angle. This protects the infant's head and ensures the head will not fall forward, making it difficult for the baby to breathe. The 45-degree angle maximizes comfort